You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keetin. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Keeping Up with the Kardashians After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Hello everybody, Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another after show for E's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Season 8, Episode 2, Agree to Disagree.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, Agree to Disagree. Thank you for that.
I agree to disagree.
I'm Jason Ikeler, and we're going to get into a lot of disagreement tonight, because we're talking about guns. But first I'd like to introduce you to my beautiful Pussy Willows.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I'm Danica.
And I'm Keetin.
Danica sounded a little southern there. Danica.
I get told that a lot.
Really?
I think I have a southern twang secretly that I can't hear.
I like it.
Well, don't get me
Well,
drunk.
then you probably like guns if you're from the South, just like Bruce. So this is kind of a political episode of the Kardashians.
They're so current and like.
As you
talking
can
about-
tell, the three of us are all really good at politics. So get
Us
ready.
blondes over here.
I know. So Bruce decides he wants to buy a gun because they've been having these prank phone calls, which I think happens with a lot of celebrities. Somebody will prank phone call and pretend to be the celebrity and be like, I'm trapped in my closet, somebody's attacking me, and then like a SWAT team will show up. And I know it's happened to Miley Cyrus a couple times too. She's a blonde as well.
You guys actually have
I know
the
we have
same
the same haircut. So. But so I kind of get why he wanted to do something, but I think they have enough money to hire a security team, right?
Yeah, that's like the thing. It's like, I don't know. It was like so back and forth, and I know everybody has their own views on guns and stuff. I personally, I really don't like guns, and it's just because, as we were all discussing earlier, we have all had a negative experience with guns or with some other type of weapon. So we all think we have a little bit of street cred to be talking about this. I've had a
little hood up in here.
I've had a gun pulled on me. Danica.
Yeah, we all have had
I had a
some
switchblade pulled on me
situation.
by my neighbor.
And then I had this gas station hold-up situation in LA at night. Don't fill up your tank at night, ladies, by yourself.
Yeah.
Bad situation.
This is completely off topic, but one time a homeless man at a gas station tried to steal my Demi Lovato bracelet off of me. So
I love that it was Demi Lovato.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. So we probably should all use guns too.
No.
So Bruce tries to convince Kris of this, and they're at lunch, and he kind of brings up a good point that like, if Kendall and Kylie at least are around guns, they'll feel safer with them. I don't know. I think it's important to be educated about it.
I think it's smart for their family because pretty girls in general already have stalker problems, but they're really in the public eye and they have all sorts of crazy stalker problems, I'm sure. So I think it's a good idea for them to have one for safety reasons and stuff. I just don't like how easy it is to get a gun that you can just waltz in and anyone can kind of get one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I feel like if they should have security or something. Pepper spray,
and I feel
gun,
like Kris
taser, something.
Doesn't really listen to Bruce's argument. She's just instantly like shut off no, and I think he does have some valid reasons.
Well, and this is like one of the first, like a lot of times Kris and Bruce, like they bicker a lot, almost every episode. You never really see them kind of in a loving situation. This is the first time it really made me uncomfortable seeing them argue. Like they were both super passionate about like each of their views, and I think it was making the girl. It was funny.
I think it's good that Bruce didn't have a gun already.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I said I was like, no wonder Kris doesn't want a gun in the house. She'd be the first target. Like, it's like
Definitely.
everybody gets pissed at her. But I don't know. I don't think there is any necessity for a gun in the house. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that family has security 24/7. So why have a gun?
But at the same time, in 2013, people are crazy.
I know people are cray.
I just saw the bling ring, so I know all about it. But
like, you're all about that movie.
Yeah, you don't know who could break in or not, so I kind of get it. But we do need to call Bruce out because he says it's my responsibility to protect my family. Bruce,
so why
you're living in Malibu, away from your family. If you really want to protect them, maybe you should spend some time with them. Just saying.
Bam.
Exactly.
Preach
he wants
it,
to be the
Jason.
man of the house. Be home and guard the house.
Be a
Don't
man,
be
Bruce.
off doing whatever you think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it was really funny how Scott was at the shooting range.
Oh
I
my
wanted
God.
to talk about that because I feel like that's something I would do is say something jokingly about a gun. Like, yeah, I'm going to hold it all gangster or something. And have someone take it
Away
so
from me.
seriously.
I know because
But
I
it is
get,
a gun.
I see both sides. It's a
Me
gun, but at
too.
the same time, it's not like he was gonna do anything.
I know, but this is the thing when you are at a shooting range, like you go to a shooting range for like to be controlled. There are certain guidelines and certain rules for you to be able to use that weapon. And this is their first time. Like this guy doesn't know Scott. Like, yeah, Scott's like, you know, a goofball and stuff, but he doesn't
Jokester.
know
I
him.
went. This is so white trash, but I've been to a shooting range before, and they let me hold it gangster style.
That's awesome. That's how I would want to
Yeah.
hold it, or do some like Charlie's Angels, like fake blow. Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I don't want to go to a shooting range
You're
ever.
not gonna, we'll go together, and then we'll tell you about
I know
it.
it'll be fun.
I'll go play. I went play laser tag a couple weekends ago. That
Ooh.
was fun.
We
That's
could
the
go
closest I want to
paintballing.
get
Like
to a
fake
gun.
guns. So Rob and Scott both decide that they want guns because Bruce wants them. So it kind of trickles down to the
I
male,
do
to the
not
males
think
of the
they
family.
should have guns.
But can
I don't
we-
trust them as much.
Can we just talk about that conversation between Scott and Rob about getting a gun? They're just like looking online. They sounded like the biggest douchebags. It's like, yeah, I want a Glock. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this. And it's just like,
But Rob's like, I don't even know what that means.
yeah, and
But
like,
I
he's like,
want
but I
it.
want one. Yeah, like, are you kidding me?
He just wants it, even though he doesn't know what it is.
But then I will give Rob credit for when he did go to like the gun training thing. He was very serious and he was
Yeah.
like saying, Bruce, don't pick up that phone, and Scott, pay attention. Like Rob was like, okay, this is something I'm interested in. This is something I think I need. So I'm gonna like get the most knowledge I can out of
But
it.
I mean, if Rob got shot, I'm sure it would bounce right off of
Oh
him because he's like, kind of a heifer.
all of our fans are gonna think we're really against fat people.
We're not,
and
just
we're not.
Rob.
We just sound like we are sometimes with our
No,
comments.
Rob,
But
I just
how-
want Rob to get healthy.
I know I think it'll happen.
He's
hopefully.
very angry.
How funny was it though when Kris called Bruce in gun school? Because you can just hear her yapping in the background, and you know she was so pissed to
Well,
call because she
she's
wants
always
Bruce
pissed
to
at
answer
him.
whenever she calls, and then to find out he's in gun school after she just had this whole ordeal about how she thinks it's wrong.
I think Bruce just can't do anything right. No
Yeah.
matter what he does, everyone's gonna yell at
But
him or
he
ignore him.
also handles things poorly, because I think if he would have actually tried to have a conversation, and I mean, because I'm on his team in this fight, but I think if he would have like tried to sit down and actually discuss it, it wouldn't be as dramatic as him like, no, Kris, and then he just storms off like a little girl.
And I do agree with Kris that like he kind of was he was sneaky in both instances with talking with Kendall and talking with Kylie, where to the point where Kylie was like, Dad, you're making me uncomfortable, Mom, like, you know, and going down like, because
That was funny.
he was like, okay, Kylie, I really want you to go to this gun, and it's just like, Bruce, like, you have a wife. Like, those girls, if she's telling you she doesn't want anything to do with the gun, don't force her to
Well,
deal
and they're
with
like
the
little
gun.
girls. I mean, even when Kendall was at the shooting range and was really uncomfortable, like, I get that,
Yeah.
you know? And I think he wasn't very understanding about that either.
And they're still young. I feel like they should be introduced to the gun once they graduate high school or something, and it could
Yeah.
be like the parent role.
I would love to
do
see
that.
Chloe at a shooting range.
Oh my gosh.
She would be
Because she'd go
funny.
cray.
Do you guys feel like the Kardashians is becoming the Bruce show lately?
Yes, there's
It's
so
very
much Bruce.
focused on him this
Well,
season.
And
And
I don't really like Bruce that much. He doesn't really do it for me.
I'm okay with it. The thing that's bothering me a little bit is the I know Brody, it was a very Brody-centered episode last week, and that's kind of, I don't know, it's just super awkward when Brody and Brandon are interacting. It just seems so staged. Like, absolutely like the whole golf scene today was just like, did you feed them their lines? It's like, Brody, this isn't the hills or Laguna Beach. So
but I feel like Brody too,
so staged.
If he's like on this show trying to like get his name back out there in the public eye, he's just making himself look like a little bitch because he's just like,
he is.
Oh, me and my dad don't have a relationship. This is the first time me and my dad have hung out. We've seen you hang out with your dad in the last 3 episodes.
It's him whining and complaining the whole time to his brother.
You're still hot,
like,
Brody.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just everyone complain about Bruce's show.
Except for it was really hot too. I'm trying to remember what this quote was when Brody was talking to Bruce about guns. And he said, I don't know what he said, but it was super manly. I was just thinking, I'd like to see Brody with a gun.
Me too.
I know.
I love Brody.
Brody's really hot. We're not against Brody being a part of the keeping up with the Kardashians.
We just want him to have a better storyline.
We just want him to be less pouty and shirtless.
Yeah.
Or at least I do.
I mean, don't we all? So next is when Bruce actually talks to Kendall about trying to get her to shoot guns. Or no, is it Kylie? Kylie's the one that didn't want to shoot the guns.
Kylie wanted nothing to do with it, and Kendall wanted to
I thought that's so typical of like a high school kid. Like, Mom, Dad's telling me this, like trying to play your parents, which was so funny. But then they get into it. Bruce and Kris get into it, and they're kind of bad parents toward Kendall and Kylie because I feel like you shouldn't fight like that in front of your kids if you're like disagreeing because it's putting them in a weird situation.
Oh, Kendall looks so awkward. Like the camera kept cutting to her and she was just like, and she was like, Dad, Father, like, and like she was like trying to prevent the fight. It was like they're so used to these fights that they know what to do and what cards to play to try to avoid.
Well, and she's like, you guys need to meet in the middle. Like that's not her responsibility to referee her parents' fights.
Yeah,
it's sad, and they were forcing her to choose sides. Like, I feel like Kris was kind of like, why are you choosing your dad's side? You should choose with me.
Yeah.
And
well, I
don't know.
I feel like they're both very immature in how they go about it because they try to like, oh, I've got Kylie on my side. Well, I've got Kendall on my side. Like,
that's how they handle everything in that family, though. It's all like high school drama.
Chloe's the only one with like a level-headed. I guess Kourtney kind of is too.
I missed Kourtney in this episode.
Drama. I know.
I really missed her. She's like one of my favorites now, and like she was in this episode going down the stairs being like, "No guns, Scott," and that was it. And I still laughed. Like it was great. She
looked like a kid mom.
Yeah, she was adorable.
Funny. I'm trying to think if anything else happens. So Bruce and Kendall buy the gun, anyways. After which I didn't think Kris even agreed to let them buy it. But they buy it, and so they're hiding it. So
I'm a grown man.
Maybe she'll find out now that she's watched the episode.
Yeah,
she's like, "Where is it?"
She's like searching around. But I don't know. I think
access denied.
I think it's good they addressed it on the show though, because if they are having stalker problems, it kind of puts
like
it out
scared.
there like, watch out, everyone. The Kardashians have guns now.
They're packing.
The Kardashians have guns, guys. And we have a new website. Just trying to transition that in there. But if you go to AfterBuzzTV.com, which I'm sure all of you do, it's brand new and it looks great and it's way easier to maneuver around. And now when you click on every show, you can see pictures about what we've been talking about, and you can go back and watch other old episodes. And Marissa, our handy dandy engineer, has been working her ass off on it.
Yes,
yes,
it has.
And we want you guys all to check it out because it's really cool. It looks really good, and it's just a lot easier for you to access and find all the information on us and the show and the Kardashians. So again, check it out, AfterBuzzTV.com.
Get it.
Check it out.
So we've got to talk about Kim.
Oh, Kimmy.
Poor Kim.
Poor
Because I
thing.
feel like when you watch the Kardashians, you go from being like, God, Kim is absurd. And then you watch things like tonight and you're like, I feel so bad for her.
I do. I mean, how scary. Like, it all started with that phone call.
Yeah, so she gets the call from her lawyer saying that they're pushing back the divorce deposition to June or July.
Forever.
And we think this is around like March or April when this episode took place, correct?
They had like St. Patrick's Day cookies on the
good.
table.
Wow, observant.
Very observant. So her baby is due in July, which we're going to talk about the baby once we get to news and gossip. Don't worry. But so the baby's due in July. So to have like the court date around that just shows what a douche Kris Humphries is. Am I right?
Yeah.
And they haven't even talked to each other at all, it sounds like.
She said she hasn't talked to Kris in a year and a half, and it's just like, come on.
And I
They
think
just need
that's
to get it
interesting
over
though,
with.
because I do think that if you don't talk to somebody, everything is so much more dramatic. And then when you're actually face to face, it's like, okay, this is still a person. I was still married to you.
Oh, just sign the papers and get it over with. It's been so much time since they got married. And I think it's because,
Kris, you're not relevant without Kim. So I think that's why he's holding on to it.
He's holding on to the last thread he can.
I mean, he's still a basketball player, obviously, but he's nobody in the public eye without Kim. He's just another basketball player.
It's the whole situation is it's just really sad, and I'm just...
Well, and on top of that, so she's dealing with all this pregnancy issues. And so...
The scary phone call to Kris from Khloe about, like, oh my God, Mom, like, Kim has just landed on a plane and needs to go to the hospital. And Khloe's like, I can't go, Mom, you need to go. And it's just... I mean, imagine being a mom getting that phone call.
Oh my God.
About, like, your pregnant daughter.
Especially when it's terrifying. Your money-making daughter.
Especially if she was on the plane too.
That's what's really scary.
That's really scary.
Because
you can't
I feel like it can't be that healthy to travel that much when you're pregnant.
No, and I'm sure she has a crazy schedule still while she's pregnant, and you shouldn't be stressed. You should be relaxing and eating and whatever pregnant
people whatever you want. So there was kind of a scare when she was at the hospital too, because they weren't sure if the baby would have a heartbeat, and so that's scary. And we got to say, Kanye West has decided not to be on the show after he was on it and he got some like backlash for doing it. So he decided against it.
But it makes him look
it's
so
portraying
bad.
Him. He looks like such an asshole because you see Kim crying in the hospital and he could have been there in that scene, but we don't see him. So it's like you're making this pregnant girl go through all of this alone.
Well, and it makes him look terrible. Yeah. Like he's not there for his, baby that's coming on the way. It looks like he's going to be a deadbeat dad. I mean, he could totally be a great dad, but just because
the
he's
way
not
it's
on the
portraying
show,
him because he's not there,
well,
it looks like he's not around.
It's sad because a lot of the things I've read have, people close to Kim and Kanye have said, Kanye is the one person who's getting Kim through this. Like, he's the one, like, when all the tabloids about her being a whale and all of that stuff was coming out, he was the one person who did continue to make her feel confident and make her not care and be like, no, I'm a pregnant woman and I'm still beautiful. And so it is really sad that, like, he doesn't get that that image because of the show.
But I don't get why, if you're marrying a reality star and her whole family's in reality, just embrace it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he kind of should. And he's been on the show before. The one episode I saw him and he made her throw away everything in her closet.
Yeah.
Though. So
and that's when he got like all that. So then he decided not to do it. But I'm like, Kanye West, everybody thought you were a douchebag before the show started. It's not like it's like this eye-opening thing where we see,
I feel like the show would maybe like
bring him down to earth a little.
Yeah, I don't know, but so Kim, she gets rushed to the hospital, or not the hospital, her doctor, and she's getting an ultrasound, and the baby's heartbeat can be seen, and then they think it's appendicitis. Which appendicitis is scary.
Especially if you're pregnant.
Yeah, my friend has had it before. She had to get her appendix taken out, emergency surgery. And I one time thought I had it, but it turned out to be kidney stones, which are even more painful.
Yeah.
So it's not a cool thing that anybody, let alone a pregnant woman, needs to be going through.
Well, and you've got to give her credit for allowing the cameras to keep rolling.
Oh, no kidding.
Because she's like so committed to the show. That, like, if that was me, I'd be like, get those cameras out of here. But she doesn't even, I mean, she's so used to it too, but I like that if she opens up her life to the show, she puts it all out there.
I thought you were going to say something.
Opens her legs to the world.
That's in the past.
She's
yeah,
past
I mean, I guess
she's done that.
I guess
she
has proven that she's comfortable on camera.
Oh man!
But so I love the line where she's like, "If labor is this bad, I will hang myself."
And like her friend and her mom are just looking at her like, "Oh my god!" Like I think she might be serious.
Put this girl on suicide watch. I thought it was kind of cute though when you see that Rob and Kourtney are concerned about Kim and they call her, and I think was that her assistant that answered. Mm-hmm. And like this family is so involved in her life. Danica is dying on us. Drink some water.
A little. Yeah, I do like tour guiding and hosting. I talk all the time, so my throat's always just terrible. Excuse me.
It's okay. We'll get through this.
At least it's not appendicitis or pregnancy.
So it was something with her blood count, and I don't really get any of those
Well, no, she had
medical-
an infection. She had an infection in her stomach, and so she started taking antibiotics, and that's what got her better. But still,
Well, 'cause
she
she's
also
saying
needs
it's
to
so
like pump the
dangerous,
brakes and slow down.
I mean, and it's dangerous to operate on pregnant people too. So that's
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah, so it was good that it wasn't appendicitis because then they don't have to operate. So good. No, we're happy that Kim is safe and everything. And just look, she's eating that pink berry right now. I still want it.
She eats the best food. Every time she's eating on the show, I get so hungry.
It's probably because the time we
It makes me mad because she's always eating really delicious food that's unhealthy, but she still looks
Well, she's
good.
pregnant, so she can eat
She can do whatever she wants.
So,
Unlike Rob. Rob.
No pink berry
Poor
for
Rob.
you,
I know,
Rob.
Rob. Maybe just the berries. I don't know. We didn't talk about this when we were talking about the guns, but just a side note. When Kourtney and Scott had anal beads in their stove, and they go to turn it on.
Side
she
note.
opens it. I just saw anal beads written down on my sheet. It's so funny. Because that's
Easy to
exactly what you would like. I
clean,
wouldn't
douche or
even be.
something.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be shocked if I opened up their stove and saw anal beads.
Well, no, it was Chloe and Kourtney playing a joke on Scott, which
so
is the
funny.
funniest. I love Chloe and I love her relationship with Scott. I'm glad that they're friends now.
I know, but I
feel
kind of
like-
like it when they hate each other too.
They probably have so many sex toys in that house because I feel like there's been so many episodes
she
where they
strapped
buy
on
them
a
as
dildo a
jokes
couple weeks
and
ago.
stuff. Yeah. She was
So
hopping
funny.
around with it, chasing him.
Well, that was about it for this episode. We got Kimmy's okay. And,
Yeah, so her deposition happened and Kris didn't show up.
which sucks.
Which I don't really get what happens at a deposition.
I don't
anyways.
either.
So they're officially
Tweet us, let us know.
divorced now?
Yeah, they are now, but not. I'm sure they'll cover it on the show.
They were officially divorced in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their divorce was finalized. It's probably like triple the amount of time they were actually married with their whole divorce process. So
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So before we get into news and gossip, we want to remind you guys to go to cerealbuddies.com. You can spell it like the killer way or like the cereal. Learned that. Kind of cool. And click the link to download Cereal Buddies. It's made by the people here at AfterBuzz, and all the proceeds go back into AfterBuzz. And it's how we can keep the lights on and keep doing all these free podcasts for you guys to listen to. And it's a really good movie. It's like $4 or $5 on iTunes right now, but it's got Maria Menounos is in it, Kathy Lee Gifford, Beth Barris from Two Broke Girls. The list goes on and on and on, and it's hilarious. It's like a Cereal Buddy comedy, and if you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Go check it out.
Are we gonna get into some news and gossip?
News and gossip. I think there's a baby on board.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The big news.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
Baby Kim Ye.
Kim Ye was born on
And
Saturday.
Happy
Father's
Father's Day,
Day,
Kanye
Kanye.
West, first time dad.
I know.
Well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That we know.
I'm like, I
Who
think
knows?
so.
You know there's some babies out there.
Baby
I mean-
mamas. Yeah, so Kim gave birth to her miracle baby, as they're calling her, on Saturday in Los Angeles. Kanye was by her side, so I hope maybe he'll make an appearance on the show.
Because
if we see that.
he canceled an appearance to be with her on Friday night because she was
Ah.
having pains, and he's supposed to promote his new album, Yeezus. Jesus with the Y. And he canceled them for her because the baby was 5 weeks early, right?
Yeah, 5 weeks early, and Kim's. There's not much information out about it right now, but Chloe tweeted this Sunday evening, "I cannot even begin to describe the miracle that is now a part of our family. Mommy and baby are healthy and resting. We appreciate all the love. More info will come when the time is right." So it sucks having to wait for the name and
I know.
for all the
Yeah.
information, but we do need to respect their privacy, and yeah, it's kind of a fun Father's Day gift for Kanye and for the whole family. So.
Well, I know I've been dying to know the name, and a lot of people think it's going to have to start with a K. So if you guys at home have any names you think it's going to be or you think it should be sure to tweet us because we're curious what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, and a majority of a couple of the articles I did read said that they are pretty sure it does start with a K. So.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm going to be mad. Warning.
I would be
Do
happy
you
if it
think-
doesn't start with a K, but it's East and West. I will be
Yeah,
happy.
I would love that.
I
too.
love, I
Do
love
you
the
think
name
they're
Easton.
trying to wait to say it on the show?
I don't think they will be able to.
It's going to
It's
take
gonna
too
get
long,
leaked.
I
Yeah.
think.
Like, I mean, freaking Kanye's album got leaked, so the
Yeah.
baby's name will get leaked. Everything gets leaked.
Everything
In
gets
the
leaked.
meantime, Kanye's got this whole cheating scandal going on. So this girl, do you have some stuff on that too?
I don't have anything on that, but this horrible girl who does look like Kim has been saying that Kanye has slept with her
And at
while
first,
Kim was pregnant.
Well, now she just retracted that statement.
Oh.
Today, and now she's saying, oh, this is before Kim ever came around, but Kanye's a Romeo, you can never trust him. So now she's like, so she said like, oh, I hooked up with Kanye while he was with Kim, but now she's like, oh no, I lied, it was before that. Poor Danica.
I'm sorry.
It's a real shame. I saw that and I was just like, oh, that's the last thing Kim really needs. And
I don't think it's true. I feel
I
like
don't
these
either.
girls are like just
They
fame
just lie
hungry.
for attention.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't one chick say a while ago that she had Justin Bieber's baby? Like
That was
like, come
so
on.
ridiculous.
Like,
It's probably the same
he was
thing.
13
I know.
when you
If that-
conceived that child.
If that happened now, we would believe her, but not any.
But yeah,
We'll
so
say anything for
congratulations, Kim and Kanye and family, and happy Father's
So
Day
exciting.
to Bruce and Kanye and to Scott as well, and Lamar.
I read this
as
article
well.
on BuzzFeed today about like the baby, and it's like, dear baby, there's going to be strange men taking your picture. Your daddy got famous because he's a rapper. Your mommy got famous for making adult videos, and it's just like introducing the baby to the world. It's on BuzzFeed. It's hilarious.
That's really funny. I feel like Kim and Kanye should have kind of a Kourtney Scott relationship where they're not married, since Kim has been married so many times.
I agree.
And it hasn't worked. I feel like they should do like the boyfriend, girlfriend, family situation.
Do you know what was kind of cool that I did read about where Kim actually gave birth in the same room that Kourtney gave
Aw.
birth in?
Oh, that's
So,
cute.
It's kind of cute.
Very
Special
cute.
little place in Cedar Sinai. Anyways, that's it for your news and gossip today.
We'll get into some predictions.
Da-da-da.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Who wants to go first? I'll go. I want to see more Chloe.
Me too. She's my favorite.
I think Chloe's everyone's favorite Kardashian. She needs to be a part of the plotline. I said this before, but I want to see Chloe confront the Chloe and Lamar cheating scandal.
I definitely want to see more Chloe too, and more Kourtney.
Yeah.
More of the three main Kardashian girls, less Bruce,
Bruce,
Brody side stuff going on. So hopefully that's in the mix for the future.
I think, I mean, I feel like recently every season of the Kardashians has ended with a pregnancy.
That's
so
true.
I'm hoping either Chloe is going to be lucky enough to get pregnant, or I think Kourtney will get knocked up again. Again. But,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
Third time. Well, no,
guess
maybe
the
they'll
other
get
two,
married then.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. I
That
would
would be
love
cool.
a
I
Kourtney
feel
Scott
like
wedding.
Scott's proposed like 8 times on the show, and she keeps saying no.
So sad.
Poor thing.
They almost got married in the very beginning in Vegas.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like a long time ago. What if they did?
They would have been divorced.
That would have been.
Yeah.
I know, it's probably
Yeah.
better this way.
It's better this way.
We could talk about this all day, but we'll continue the conversation on Twitter. Where can they follow you guys?
You can find me on Twitter at Danica Kennedy. Same thing for Instagram, Facebook. Find me on there.
And you can find me at KeetinM33.
And I'm at Jason Ikeler on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, all the good stuff. And we will see you guys back in here next week.
Have a great night.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.